Hey everybody, I'm Zach Moller, Director of the Economic Program at Third Way, and the team's resident federal budget nerd. Today, I'm here to talk about the Senate Byrd Bath. But first, recapping from last time, budget reconciliation. That's the legislative fast-track process to get around the Senate filibuster. In the 1980s, Senator Robert C. Byrd hated how budget reconciliation was being used and abused. As a senator, he had the ability to change the rules, so they passed a law restricting what budget reconciliation could do. These changes are now known as the Byrd Rules, named after him, of course. The House, they've passed their budget reconciliation bill, and now it's heading to the Senate. When it gets to the Senate will have to figure out how to conform the bill to these rules. They're going to have to figure that out in a process called the Byrd Bath. And if something violates the Byrd Rules in the Byrd Bath, it's going to get washed out of the bill. But who determines if something violates the Byrd Rule or not? That is the job of the Senate parliamentarian. The Senate parliamentarian is kind of like the baseball umpire or the referee of the Senate. It's not a partisan job. The Democrats are in the room, the Republicans are in the room, the parliamentarian is in the room. It's kind of like a mini courtroom. So kind of like a judge, at the end, the parliamentarian is going to say, well, is this okay or not okay? But if the parliamentarian determines that something violates the Byrd Rule, one of three things happens. Option one, it comes out of the bill. They get rid of it. Option two, they edit it. They change it so it fits under the Byrd Rules. And option three is actually nothing happens until it gets to the Senate floor. And then once you get to the Senate floor, the minority party will raise a point of order. They'll stand up and say, hey, this provision in the bill violates the Byrd Rule. The other party then says, all right, fine, we want to keep it in, let's vote on it. And when you vote on a Byrd Rule point of order, it's subject to a 60-vote threshold. 60 votes, that's the same threshold as a filibuster. So when you violate a Byrd Rule, it's like you're not getting the filibuster-proof protection of budget reconciliation, which is the whole point of this process anyway. So that's the Byrd Rule and the Senate Byrd Bath. Drop your comments and questions down below. I'm happy to help.